A crane shed a single tear, which dropped into a well. After the sick old man drank the water from the well, he surprisingly recovered. The girl saw an eagle grab the crane, and the crane struggled to break free. However, the crane was badly injured. The girl quickly picked up the crane and ran to avoid the eagle's pursuit. At that moment, the boy rushed forward and wounded the eagle severely with a sickle. The boy looked at the girl and asked why she was there. Then the girl told him about her life story. The boy felt great sympathy and took her home, where his mother decided to adopt her. Since the girl came to the family, the mother treated her as her own daughter. A few days later, the crane's wound healed. The girl took it to the seaside, but the crane was reluctant to leave. Seeing this, the boy imitated the crane's call, and the sound attracted a flock of cranes. Only then did the crane fly away. 10 years later, the brother and sister had grown up. The boy fished every day to support the family, and the girl took care of their mother. But the income from fishing was not enough to cover the cost of medicine, so the boy had to go out to sea again. Shortly after the boy set sail, several bolts of lightning struck from the sky, and a heavy rainstorm swept in. The girl saw a small boat drifting over, but there was no sign of the boy. She instantly collapsed to the ground, sobbing uncontrollably. After returning home, the girl couldn't bear to tell her mother the bad news and lied that the boy had gone to the morning market. But seeing the girl's evasive eyes, the mother seemed to guess what had happened, and her illness worsened again. The girl hurried to find a doctor. However, when crossing a narrow wooden bridge, the girl slipped and fell into the water, and the sea instantly swallowed her up. At that moment, a crane flew to the girl's side and lifted her out of the water. A moment later, the girl turned into a crane herself and flew away with the flock. As she passed by her home, a tear rolled down from the corner of her eye and dropped into the well. At that time, the mother was waiting for the girl to come back. She picked up the bowl and drank the water. The next second, her pain miraculously disappeared. Meanwhile, the boy's figure appeared on the beach. It turned out that the boy had been washed up on an isolated island and survived on wild fruits. He collected wood and made a raft, hoping to get home as soon as possible. However, when the boy returned home, he learned that the girl had been killed. He ran to the seaside frantically, shouting the girl's name. Unexpectedly, this attracted the flock of cranes. Then the boy also turned into a crane and flew into the sky, chasing after the girl. From then on, the well in the mother's house was named Crane Spring. It was said that anyone who drank the water from the well could get rid of diseases. To commemorate the boy and the girl, later generations named the place Crane Crying Village and erected stone monuments and statues. Every year at the spring equinox, the whole village would go to the seaside to pray for the cranes to protect the area and bring peace.